Yeah, what up, people? I made it out of boot camp finally, right? Don't you want to hear this story? I'm sure you do. So I'm sure you really want to know what my experience was like. And please do not skip this video. Listen to my experience from the beginning to the very end, as I'm going to be sharing a lot of beautiful informations with you. But first, I'm going to be sharing all the part that I did wrong, so you can laugh. We can laugh it out together now. Cause I'm telling you, in there I wasn't laughing. All right, bet. So let's go straight to the video. Without talking too much, on the 9th of September was the date I was supposed to be. I was shipped out, but the night prior to the 9th was on the 8th of September, right? And we were lodged in this hotel close to MEPS. We had good dinner. You know what I'm saying? We got straight to our rooms. Two people per room. The bed was comfy, so beautiful. I was like, wow. So in my head, I'm saying, thinking, is this what boot camp is gonna look like? Hey, this is gonna be easy. It's gonna be a walk in the park. And I'm saying, like, I'm gonna be like, well, we can always go to bed. So in my head, I wasn't like, look, this is like the most stupid thing I'm saying right now. It's funny. I never made no research about what boot camp was all about. The only thing they told me was like, oh, the RDC is gonna be yelling at you. I'm like, yelling at me. I do things right, so it's hard to people to. I won't get yelled at as much. I'm like, the only thing they can yell at me for is probably if I'm not able to do the amount of push-ups they want me to do at the time. I get it, cause I know they are following instructions. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm very. I don't like being yelled at, so I do everything I'm supposed to do to avoid that. So yeah, to cut the long story short on that part, so we slept at the hotel. Myself and I had this roommate as a well, I say roommate. It's just a night, so night roommate. He was in the Marines and he was sharing his own experiences. I was like, oh, I bet. So we in the morning we woke up as early as 4 a.m. in the morning. Boom, we all went to you know um, grab breakfast down. Like it was so beautiful. Like, ooh, so you eat whatever you like. Like, what is this? I'm like, I bet. I still don't know. In my head, I'm like, I don't want to get carried away, and then I get there and it's something different. Exactly, it was something different. So we all got and we all finished eating that morning, and then around 5 a.m. in the morning, boom, the buses came. We were so many. Took most of us, all of us, like we had about three buses, like almost filled up, and took us straight to MEPS that morning. We started our paperwork. When we got to MEPS in the morning, we saw people who were coming to start their own process, just like the way you did. So not you, the way some of you are about to, so we got in, started doing paperwork. The paperwork took around like 6 hours, you know what I'm saying? And then finally they gave us our flight itinerary. They gave us bag meals. I was so happy, and they gave us some cards that bank cards that contain some money inside where we can buy food at the airport. I was like, boom, got straight to the airport and started buying food. We're like, oh shit, like this is so good. You know what I'm saying? We ate, but in my mind, something was telling me like, I don't think this place is actually like this. So, like I said, I didn't make no research, so I didn't know exactly what to expect. I wasn't really prepared for it, but I just put my head in and be like, you know what? People have been going and they've not died. If they haven't died, it shows that I'm not gonna die. You know what I'm saying? So when we got to the time where we're supposed to board our plane, boom, 4:30, we board our plane on the 9th of September, and then we were all flying. People wanted to sit close to the window and look at things, so we're flying. I knew that I was getting farther away from my family, from my comfortable bed, and I know that, oh my God, this is gonna be a different experience entirely. But I still didn't feel it that much because it's still the same day, you know what I'm saying? And then we got straight to Chicago. We all found our way straight to try to locate USO and everything. And then saw somebody in uniform who directed us to where we are supposed to be at. As soon as we got there, they started yelling at us. I was like, what? Okay, this is what it's all about now? I'm like, I bet. And then we got straight to, then they did some paperwork, and then we went straight to, what do you call it? We went straight to, they gave us a particular spot to like sit, and then that was where we sat, and then we waited till whatever time midnight, and we boarded the bus, and then Our bus came, picked us, and then we went straight to RTC. As soon as we got there, my guy, they opened the door. Get the fuck out of... Bro, it was that bad. I was like, what? I was like, man, this is what we gonna be facing? I was like, bro. Like, we started running, and the chief in there was yelling, giving strict instructions, man. We were all shaking. I'm telling you, we were all shaking. As old as I am, I was still like, what? I couldn't believe it. And then, yeah, after that, um, we went straight to, like, we didn't sleep because we had a lot of paperwork to be done that same day. So we didn't sleep until the next day. I think it was like 36 hours or something like that. We didn't sleep. So we did all of that process, and then we got past it. And then, yeah, um, they put us in this big open space where we sat on chairs. They didn't let nobody sleep. Like, hey, I'm telling you, like, you can't sleep. Like, it's not like they leave you there. You can't sleep. Actually, to drink water. That was the first time I've gone 2 nights. Like, I can't remember. I think that's the like first time I've gone 2 nights without sleep. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, wow, this is crazy. And then yeah, they took us after all of that. We changed up and everything, and that was when it became a reality. When we put all our clothes, our CVs, that's the civilian clothes, in the box, and we put all our shoes in the box and everything we brought from home, we put them, and then we sealed the box. That was when it became a reality to me. Like, oh, this is different. What I'm about to start now, this journey I'm about to start now is becoming a reality. It's gonna be different. That's when it hits me really, really hard. And at that point, I felt a little bit like, I don't know, but I just felt a little bit down. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you're leaving everything you've known all your life behind. It's most those of you who are older, you know what I'm saying? If you're those of you who are young, you really do not know nothing, you know what I'm saying? So for the older people who join, you feel like you're leaving everything you've known behind. You know what I'm saying? You're about to start a new journey. You're about to start a new life. You're about to start a new family. You're about to start meeting different people. You know what I'm saying? All of that just feels a little bit too much at the time. To some people, it feels exciting, which is not a bad thing. But to me, if I felt a little down, you know, like, wow, so this is what life is just going to be about. And when as soon as they took the boxes away and they took our phones away and gave us clothes to wear and tell us exactly what to wear, I knew that, oh my God. It's like the birth of a new baby. You know how when you give birth to a child, you don't want to dictate everything that child wears. That's exactly what it is. After we're done with it, then we sent us to our compartment. That same day, like the night, we didn't sleep all through. So when we did all of that, that was when it became even more clear that, wow, it's actually mental as well. Because you get to deal with people every day. Some people you don't want to deal with, but you got to deal with them because you're all in the same, you know, compartment. I was like, wow. So then when we got to the compartment and everything, they told us, give us a rack number. It was just a lot. I was like, wow. As soon as we were done with, like, no, now I understand. At the point, I've never slept on a bunk bed before. I've never done that. The first time I slept on the bunk bed was during training, you know what I'm saying, like boot camp, you know what I'm saying? That was the first time I've ever had that kind of experience. And yeah, and I knew that it was time for me to, take this journey seriously. And meanwhile, the biggest pitfall for me was that I don't know how to swim. Oh my God. So that is another challenge. Yeah, so not knowing how to swim was one of my biggest, you know what I'm saying? But that's a story for another day. So what I'm trying to say is people say that boot camp is 90% mental and 10% physical. And I'm telling you, it's 90% mental, 10% physical. That 10% of physical is really physical. So you got to be prepared. So for you to be able to come out of boot camp successfully, you got to be mentally tough and physically strong, physically fit. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to be doing a lot of physical stuff as well. And yeah, so after we finished or whatever paperwork, then we send us to our compartment. When we got to our compartment, remember, this is called P days. You know what I'm saying? P days. Those are P days. P days is just the days you get all the things you need to get. done, you get it done. So when you go straight to training, you're going straight to training. You know what I'm saying? So it took about a week or so. No, I think about 4 days or something like that. And we was able to get that out of the way. Then we were moved to our permanent, place to be. And so we moved. When we got there, that was where the real training started. So all those things you see on videos where people be like, "Oh yeah," you, hey, don't play with it. So like I said, I didn't make no research, and that kind of like it's kind of helped me because I would say it kind of helped me because like sometimes when you watch videos online, it makes you scared. I'm like, no, I don't want to do this because people make it look as though it's that bad. But sometimes when you don't know about it and you just go there and you see it, you just got to make sure that you do whatever you can to pass that and move to the next phase. It kind of makes things a little bit easier. But to some people, making research helps them to prepare. So if you're the kind of person who's always scared about little things, leave research. Don't do it. Just go sign up for whatever you think your mind tells you to do. You're gonna be all right. But if you're somebody who loves to know before, make your research. You know what I'm saying? Everything's out there in the open. Like you can have at least most of the information that you need before you get into boot camp. You know what I'm saying? So my boot camp experience was kind of like that. So it became even a little bit harder for me at some point because I was away from my family, but I knew why I was doing it. But at the same time, I'm still human. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be like, oh, I knew I was doing it, so I was just doing it. No, I had my own fair share of times that I was really, really down because, um, you know, I have a newborn. So and being away from him just made me really really sad. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes being away from my family just made me really really sad sometimes. Yeah, those were the kind of things that really made me sad sometimes, like, and then I'm in there and this you cannot make calls whenever you want. No, you can't do that. And the RDCs were, bent on making sure that you come out good. You know what I'm saying? So it's like whatever you're going through is just temporary. I just needed someone to keep telling me that, but hey, this is boot camp, and everybody's trying to make sure that they are able to, like, make it out. You know what I'm saying? So when you're in there, it's like the time is not moving. That's how it feels. It feels like the time, like the day is so slow. It's like the days are not moving. It's like, what is going on? You know what I'm saying? You be looking forward to the days you want to make the next call. You be looking forward to the day you want to go buy one or two items because you don't get to go to those places every day. So it's actually like it's really really mental. So it will break you down. I'm telling you. So if you're one of those people who want to go into the military, just be prepared that you at some point you're gonna feel like you're breaking down. Just have this at the back of your mind that it's all temporary. It's not forever. You know what I'm saying? Like at some point you will almost want to. I don't want to do this anymore. But then when you come out of boot camp, you're gonna be a lot, better. Be mentally tough because you're gonna learn a lot about life. You're gonna learn a lot about, sacrifices. You're gonna learn a lot about, just being there for somebody who needs just that little word of advice. Sometimes you personally could be going through a lot, and you could just be of help to the next person who's also going through a lot. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just rub minds together. you know. Then the other part that's like really funny is the shower. You shower with a bunch of people in there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like all those little like the like privacy like you be having in your house. You throw that out of the window because y'all gonna be doing things together. So so it's more like they're trying to promote, like I don't say they are, I'll say, because I'm like what I'm saying. So it's more like promoting teamwork, you know, making sure that you're able to face your work. Like you're gonna, when you get to boot camp, you're gonna discover a lot of things about yourself that you're gonna be like, wow, I never knew I was this person. You're gonna see the weak side of you. You're also gonna see the strong side of you. You're gonna see the side of you that's ready for battle. You're gonna see the side of you that's also human. That makes sense, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna see different side of you that you never saw when you were in like in the civilian world. Now you don't have time. Like you go to work, come back, go to events, eat good food, whatever you want to do, drive around, watch TV. All of that is taken away. So now you are just there. So you get to see yourself for who you are. You're gonna. So what I did that also helped me in boot camp was while I was in there, I was starting to reignite my relationship with God even more because at some point, like I'm telling you, like I told you like earlier that I was breaking down, like I felt some mental breakdown at some point. I don't think you get it. Like when you're in there, you're gonna feel it different. It's different between you and the civilian when you have mental breakdown because you can just go to the next, be like, you know what? Let me just go to my friend's place and chill. But hey, you don't have no friend place to go chill. You are here for the real thing. I'm telling you. So that kind of makes it a little bit harder, you know what I'm saying? So, but no matter what it is, for those of you who have made decision to join, don't get discouraged. Just have it at the back of your mind. Like I said, it's 90% mental, 10% physical. But the physical is really physical and the mental is really mental. But also have it at the back of your mind that it's not forever. It has a specific time you are going to be free from all of that. So they try to build you up. They try to break all the civilian life out of you and remold you into becoming a good sailor. You know what I'm saying? How to be there, how to work as a team. So when you fail, you don't fail alone. You fail as a team. So it's a lot of things you're going to be learning in there. So personally, my experience wasn't bad. I at first I was really like I'm ready to go home. I'm ready to go home. I want to go home. I can't believe that I felt that way at some point. But at some point I'm like, you know what? It's better to fight till the end. I started talking myself. I think around week 6, week 7, started telling myself, "Hey, just a little bit more. Just keep pushing. You're gonna get there. Just keep pushing." I kept talking to myself. I became my own advisor. Oh my God. I became my own counselor, my own advisor. And I'm saying, because every day is a different test. Every day is a different test. Every day is a different test. And the RDCs that we had, I want to give it to them because they did the job. You know what I'm saying? Because it was so hard. Like managing, it's not that 20 people, you know what I'm saying? So it was always hard to manage that group of or that number of people. So yeah, exactly on the 21st of November was one of the best days of my life as a sailor. I was able to make it out of boot camp. I was so happy. Life was so like interesting. And I was like, wow, this, oh my God. I was like, bro, I finally made it out of this place. I'm going to be dropping more videos about my experience because there's so many things I have skipped in this video. I'm trying to make sure that I don't want to miss nothing. So my next video is going to be my experience part 2. So watch this one. I'm telling you that one is going to be, because I'm going to be sharing a lot of details, a lot of deep details so that you can navigate through boot camp, easily for you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm here now and I'm, it's a good time. I'm not going to lie. So yeah, that's it. Keep watching my videos and share, like, and subscribe. Leave your comment down below and I will answer every question. Love you all.